Greetings. Still haven't figured out how to fast travel. I just went to a previous save. This is the town of Whiterun.
I work for Bellathorpe at the general goods store.
Good to know, buddy. I've met you 1,000 times. And this is Breezehome, which in many ways is much smaller and thinner or narrower, that's the way of saying it. That is the inspiration for the house of the same name in No Man's Sky, my first save. And, well, without...
Come by Bellathorpe's shop on the market. I'm sure we've got something.
Let's have a look inside. Now, I've tried to replicate this in my own building. Yeah, it hasn't worked so well. So yeah, weapon stand. This is like one of the first houses I have, so the weapons are, well, magical. They're a little bit more old style, you know, iron instead of steel or, you know, some advanced material. Okay, dining room slash workspace for the kitchen. Okay, I clearly had misremembered that there was a fireplace here. Got that wrong when I was doing the build. I guess, yeah, the pot holder right over the fire. And in here is children's room. And yeah, it's ironic because even the staircase is narrower. Top floor. Yeah, so here you have ceiling arrangement is somewhat different. And this would be guest bedroom. Lots of decorations on the walls, very much, you know, in the style of Skyrim. Master bedroom. And those are functional, by the way. You can remove them and use them. And if memory serves me right, there's a huge amount of stuff in here. Ebony bow. Yes, that's the material the armor is made out of. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is actually material you can use to craft weapons and armor or just sell. In some cases I didn't feel like selling. It's interesting that the chests contain books. Ebony Greatsword, Vampiric War Axe. Yes, I sacrificed one of these items to have the enchantment. Pretty much every sword I've had since then has had that. It's very helpful to get hit points back when you're fighting a mob of soldiers. There's one city where, unfortunately, those would be Elven make, I believe. One city where I got caught burglarizing a place, which is part of the storyline, and even using the option of changing your feature. I was recognized every time I went to town, so yeah, I got a bounty like in the millions of gold because, well, they don't like me in that town. And again, empty bookcase. This is very bizarre. But having said that, yeah. So you can see where I was going with Breezehome, but a lot of tiny little details. Now, what you could do in this house was, like Proudspire, was more decorative. Oh, I'll have books in this bookshelf, and I'll have goblets here, and I kind of missed the goblets and the various pots, and because hey, we got one set of plates and we got one pitcher, and that's it. I mean, in another house, the plates would be different, which makes sense because they're produced locally, so the local potter does things differently than the guy across the continent. And yeah, and hey, look, lighting. You can see in the house, despite the fact there's no frigging windows. And with that, because I'm sensing a coughing fit coming on, I leave you to it.